Great news, the Department of Homeland Security announced a rule for national and citizen of Venezuela. My name is Annie Koloko. Welcome to Koloko Immigration Law Channel. I am an immigration attorney and I help family live settled legally in the United States. On October 12, the Department of Homeland Security issued this rule applicable to citizens of Venezuela, allowing them to seek entry and live legally in the United States. Now, let's get to it. How do you make sure that you are eligible? What are the requirements under that rule? The first and foremost, you have to show that you do have a supporter in the United States. When the administration is referring to supporter, they're talking about someone who can financially support you. Obviously, in order to allow you to live in the United States without being a burden to the government. Now, this supporter should be a U.S. citizen or a lawful permanent resident, aka a green card holder. Then, number two, you have also to pass rigorous biometric and national security, obviously public safety screening. Why? This is important because obviously every time you do enter the United States or you're seeking immigration benefit, you have to show that you are not a threat to the national security, that you are actually a person also of good moral character. That's where the biometric come into play, because biometric is actually another way to say fingerprint, meaning that they will take your fingerprint and run into the system to make sure that you do not have certain criminal conviction that will render you ineligible. And then number three, you also have to pass what is called, the vaccination requirement, which is also something that is part of immigration, history, in the sense that some health, issue can render you ineligible. And that's the reason you have this requirement, here under this particular rule. Now, you also have to understand that when there is a rule, obviously, that is enacted or is actually announced by the government, here it will be the Department of Homeland Security, there is always the other way, obviously, that will tell you who is not eligible under that rule. And under this rule, there are three factors that will render you ineligible, even if you are a citizen of Venezuela or even a national of Venezuela. This is not like a blanket rule, obviously. The first one is that this rule is not applicable to you if you have been ordered removed or deported from the United States within the last 5 years. This is extremely important. You need to make sure that that particular requirement is not applicable to you. Then, obviously, you have to also show that you did not enter the United States after the date of the announcement. Meaning that if you try to enter the United States after the date of the announcement, after October 12, then this rule will not be applicable to you as well. And then also number three, you have to make sure that you are not a citizen, obviously, of another country. You have dual citizenship. If that's applicable to you, that will be an issue. And finally, if you attempted also to enter Panama or Mexico after the date of the announcement, which is October 12, then that will render you ineligible as well. These actually are the rules that are applicable under, this particular announcement from DHS. It is expected by the administration to really be applicable to a significant number of people. This is actually a way for the government to try to address the crisis at the border and try to really allow, Venezuelans as well, to enter the United States, obviously, and have a legal status and be able to settle, obviously, in the country. This is basically the end of our leader update. We do have updates like this for you to be aware and be able to prepare yourself, obviously to be able to make decisions, to know exactly how is that affect you and your family. Again, thank you for watching. My name is Annie Koloko. I am an immigration attorney. And to make sure that you do not actually waste, obviously, 1 minute, or either you're not aware of something that's happening as far as immigration in the United States, make sure that you follow this page, because we do post a lot of videos, per week. And definitely follow our page so you will receive notification when we have new videos that are updated. Thank you again for watching and have a great day. Thank you.